Hi Year 6, Miss Lister here, teaching you the RIC today. Remember that we do these in school every Monday and it's just a short extract of text or a picture, and we discuss what we think that each answer is to the question. Remember, R stands for retrieve, I for interpret, so that's where we're doing the inference, and C is for choice, linking back to why authors have done things. So that needs to link to certain text types, thinking about if the author's trying to persuade or if they're trying to inform, thinking very carefully about what the author is trying to do for C. This is our text for today then. It's just a short extract from an informative text which is all about the Day of the Dead festival in Mexico. This is what we will be focusing on writing for the next week or so, so I thought it would be a good idea to have a little look at how people write about them. So I will read the text to you first and then I will look at the questions with you on the next slide. So from October 31st to November the 2nd, Mexico celebrates the famous colourful Dia de los Muertos, or Day of the Dead festival. During this ancient festival, market shops, homes and cemeteries are emblazoned with mini coffins, butterflies, calaveras, skulls, colourful flowers, papal picado, pierced paper bunting, calacas, papier-mâché skeletons and many other offerings. There is an image just at the corner on the right hand side that I've put on just so you can get a visual representation of what the parade looks like for Day of the Dead. Just like we do every single week, I'd now like you to answer the R, I and C, the RIC questions about the Day of the Dead text. I will read each one to you and then if you could answer in a full sentence please. So R, on what date does the festival end? I, find and copy one word which means decorated. I only want to see one word for the answer there, not a full sentence. And C, why has the author chosen to write certain words in Spanish? Here, please consider what type of text this is. This will help you really think about why the author is doing what they are doing. Now, you should have answered these questions really carefully and thought back, looking at the text to help you answer them. So for R, on what date does the festival end? So the full sentence you should have is the festival ends on the 2nd of November. At this point, you should be looking back at the text and seeing that it says from October 31st to November 2nd. So at that point, you know that it ends on November 2nd. For the second question, I, find and copy one word which means decorated. The word is emblazoned. Now, when we look back at the text, we have a look through and we're trying to find out where things will be decorated, what kind of things. And I noticed that there is a list which says during this ancient festival, market shops, homes and cemeteries are emblazoned with mini coffins. So when I was reading that, I thought, oh, emblazoned. It doesn't usually, to me, mean that it decorates, but when I reread the sentence, it's talking about the festival, markets, shops, homes and cemeteries are being emblazoned by something. And following on from that sentence, it mentions mini coffins, butterflies, calaveras, and lists all of those things which would be used for decoration. So I know that at this point, emblazoned means decorated. And then lastly, why has the author chosen to write certain words in Spanish? So if you were looking closely, you'll see that sometimes they put the translation into brackets, such as calaveras, they put skulls in brackets. So I've put the author has chosen to write certain words in Spanish as I think they are specific to the festival and important to the people of Mexico. They are very specific to the Day of the Dead festival and so are known in Spanish as this. Spanish is also the spoken language of Mexico. So if you've got something in your answer which is all about Mexicans speaking Spanish and the country of Mexico being a Spanish-speaking country, then that would also link to that. What I mean by it being specific is the pierced paper bunting and papier-mâché skeletons are linked solely to this festival, therefore that they are very specific, that other countries wouldn't necessarily have a specific term for them.